Mercedes Benz with KE-Jetronic fuel system. Those are also called mechanic fuel injection, and of course this guide can be used for the manufacturers the same fuel system. But it's not so hard, and why I want to replace those fuel pumps. They're actually working, but they are rather noisy. It needs a lot of cranks before the engine starts. So it's a sign the fuel pumps are also getting bad. Unfortunately, in this system, the only reliable fuel pumps are the Bosh ones. I don't want to use the Chinese made and have the risk to have a breakdown in the road and so on.
So this is the car you're going to work on. This is my 420 SCE. It's a rather rare model of Mercedes-Benz. It's the W126 from the second generation. Most of them will be 500 or 560, but this 420 they were produced to only 3,000 cars or so. And these are the fuel pumps. Dear Bosh, let's look down for the code. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's 0580-254-950. Gonna need 2 of those. Well, now let's go and remove the old fuel pumps. They are located here behind the rear door on the passenger side. Lift up the car. I don't need to see them behind this plastic cover. Gonna need to remove it before just access the pump. Be sure the fuel tank is completely empty, because this pump sits lower than the fuel tank, and then if you remove, then gasoline spill all over. So after finish removing the whole plastic cover, you're gonna have full access to the pumps. First, you're gonna need to disconnect the electrical connections. Don't forget to de-energize the car by removing the fuel pump relay. And then you're gonna have these two different sized nuts. One I think is 6 millimeters, the other is 8 millimeters. You have to undo both on both pumps. And then you must disconnect the hoses, the main hoses, the main in and main out to the fuel pump. So let's understand how this works. On this tube here, it connects to one hose. It's in the fuel inside, the fuel feed for the pump, and then runs first through this pump, and then out from this tube here, and in on the other pump, and then out to the system, to the engine. So you just need to disconnect this here, on here, and the out from the fuel filter there. The other tubes, they feed the extra heater. We don't need to mess with that for now. Well, here are the pumps removed from the car. As I told you, I removed the whole package. We just need to unscrew screws that hold this frame up to the body of the car. There were 3 screws, if I'm not mistaken. And here it is, everything together. Pump 1, pump 2, fuel pressure accumulator, fuel filter, and then these are the system for the extra heater for the car, a small fuel pump and a dumper. So I'll never get tired enough of stressing how important it is for you to do your own maintenance. Do it yourself is the best thing for people who like old cars and into classic cars and so on. Look here, look what the last mechanic who messed with this car did. I didn't understand so well, but I think this pump was not for this car. Probably this tube out from the pump there is a smaller diameter than necessary, and then he cut some piece of hose and put there and destroy the connection here to make the hose to be possible, the car hose to be possible to attach to this pump. It's extremely dangerous. Imagine this could have leaked and the car could be on fire. Here's the new pump. Look how different it is. See, and someone paid, and probably paid a lot of money for some asshole to do that. You know, it's a criminal stuff. Someone could be seriously injured by this. So better guys, for you to learn to do yourself and don't trust anyone, or if you can't do by yourself and so on, better have a friend mechanic or someone you can really trust. Because nowadays it's not easy. There are lots of amateurs and dishonest people around there. So first let's remove this connection. You need two 17mm wrench. In my case here it was so tight I had to use vice grips. Let's undo the next one here for the fuel filter. It's also 17mm. Upon removing the hose for the other pump, I see there is this adaptation here to putting everybody on risk. So let's remove the first pump. This can be never easy. There is a nut on the other side. I think it's 8mm. Let's put the other in. Remove the other. Remove the outra. Before putting the pumps back, it's worth to check here if this valve, this directional valve is tight to the pump. It's a 15mm wrench and a 17. You can check if it's tight. It should be pretty tight. Yeah, it's fine. So here it is. Everything in place. Everything pretty tied up. You have to put a lot of force on this, okay? Tight really hard. This is how it should come back. I think I forgot to mention I changed the fuel filter too. And the one that was in place was completely wrong. Full of adaptations and stuff like that. Actually, it's like this. Hope I won't have any problems there. So this make us finished in the fuel pump replacement. Unfortunately, the final videos I recorded about this were without audio. So I couldn't show you the final results, but I have one tip. After you install the pumps in the correct place, don't put the plastic cover on. First start up the engine and let it run for a while and check for leaks. This way you can be sure everything was alright. Never mess with fuel, it's always dangerous. Don't be afraid, the car is going to need a little more cranking than normal until the fuel pressure builds up in the system. And this is fairly normal, and I hope you can do this easily at home and have your car more reliable. Thank you a lot for watching, and if you liked, please share and subscribe and hit the like button. And that's all. Hope to see you next time, and peace.